Fine. You know what? Fine. I'll just get back in the goddamn rowboat. Jesus Christ.
No telling how all this will work out, but I've come too far to go back now. I am looking for freedom, looking for freedom, and to find it cost me everything I had.
Yes, it's that time again. It's time to potato around with Hatters in a boat. And today, again, I will be playing the Des Moines. Unfortunately, I seem to keep doing well in the same boats. So, a new year. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope that you had a good 2017 so far, and I hope everyone enjoyed the Christmas and New Year holidays. I myself packed off to Sweden, so I was incredibly busy, hence I'm only just starting to upload videos. And on top of that, getting back into work, getting back into the rhythm, I finally started, right, I need to sort this out. So I found a good replay for you. I've been playing quite a lot of Warships, so I've been trying to play the game I love as well as like get things together for videos, but that's why there's been gaps, and I'm hoping my audience understands that I do actually work for a living, unlike a lot of the YouTubers around at the moment, which, you know, fair play, they're dedicated to their art, and that's absolutely fine, but I have a real job, and so this is a secondary sort of hobby that I love doing, and I'm glad that people enjoy it. This particular game is a pretty damn good one. I'm not going to sort of spoil it, but it's going to be a close call thing, and it's pretty fun to watch. I'm going to do a hell of a lot of damage and get a hell of a lot of medals out of this one. Unfortunately, there's a hell of a lot of kill stealing, but as in not by my part, but from me, which is always a shame. First target spotted, as usual, the destroyers. So they've appeared in B, and a couple of our destroyers are competing. I'm being a Des Moines, and as you can see in my anti-DD setup here, I have radar and sonar. So I'm getting ready, closing in to try and disrupt this cap, and ideally nuke one of these destroyers, because that's what Des Moines is good for. Des Moines is a good destroyer killer. It's good obviously for everything else as well. It's a very good all-rounder, but I love just nailing destroyers in this thing, and luckily someone else there, Alcagaro, has nailed the guy. I assume with a torpedo by the speed at which he did it, and it's not a detonation. So I decided to keep moving in. There's plenty of smoke, so I've got lots of cover. One of the big weaknesses of the Des Moines is its armour. It's a fantastic ship, it's got great guns, it can bow tank anything with, I think it's 15-inch guns or smaller, but most of the higher tier battleships have 16s and up, so they can penetrate you straight through the bow. So even if you're angling and being careful, you can still get wrecked, which is a shame really, but then again, every ship's got to have its weakness, and in the Des Moines case, it's armour. So, with the smoke in front of me, I'm now contesting B cap quite strongly. Well, I say contesting it, I'm obviously not in it, but I'm stopping the enemy from getting in it, that's for sure. And I'm just going to sit behind this smoke. I wish it was covering me a bit, this planes. And I'm going to spam at these battleships. So I fired at one and set him on fire. I've now fired at a second one, and I'm going to try and set him on fire as well, because setting people on fire will just get you damage over time. And I've set the second one on fire as well, so that's a Bismarck and a Tirpitz both on fire just from me. And as you can see, what I'm doing here, I've set the Bismarck on fire again. I'm going to keep switching up targets to try and hit as many targets as I can and set things on fire. At the beginning of this game, this is looking bad. I've already been hit up pretty badly now. A couple of rounds from the left flank there, nasty ships, and I've taken probably about a third of my health damage. Another fire there. So, I'm going to start angling up to the cruiser that's shooting me from the left, and I need to start recovering health. So I've used my damage repair consumable, and hopefully that'll do me. Realistically, I should have been getting shot at a lot more here. I'm quite lucky that the Amagi over there seems to be quite content to shoot other things. I'm guessing because they're close to targets. Set him on fire now, and switch the target immediately to the battleship behind him. So, quite early on I've taken quite a lot of damage here, and this could have gone quite badly if I'd been focused down, but luckily for me I'm sort of in the middle of the pack, so I guess certainly that now dying battleship in the middle there, and he's sunk. He was a very, very tempting target, especially low health targets are always a favourite of a lot of people, so he was getting hammered. Now the Amagi switches straight to me, and I don't blame him, because Des Moines are annoying, and I am burning him quite considerably. Lucky for me, his salvo goes all over the damn place. As you can see in the top right corner, I am already on 60,000 damage, which is actually pretty good for this early in the game. And let me get a little bit closer so I can read this. I've now got 9 fires. So we're starting to defend the cap, which is a plus. And again, so I'm smashing up this this destroyer here, and he's already thinking, you know what, sod that. I don't want to be anywhere near Des Moines. I've popped my radar, so they've all started appearing all over the damn place. Oodaloy to my left there, but I'm still focusing on this, I think it's a Benson. I need to just smack him up some more, and I take a big hit there. The Amagi spreads me for a good, very good salvo, and I instantly start repairing again to regain some of my health, but that was sort of a mistake on my part. I gave a bit too much broadside. I made it too easy for them to shoot me. We're up to 69,000 damage. Our team is actually losing at the moment. We're down by 140 points, and we've lost an extra ship. Both teams have lost a destroyer. We've also lost a battleship, which is a shame. So we've got A, the enemy have C, B is still hotly contested, and no one's really able to get in it because I'm a pain in the ass for the enemy, and the amount of enemy battleships that are right in front of B, one of our destroyers would be hard pressed to get that close. So it's a bit of a stalemate cap-wise, which is a plus for now. I mean, it means both teams are increasing points the same amount. I'm looking for targets, and I've set someone else on fire, so we're up to 10, and I'm going to fire at the Friedrich de Grosser. Now, Friedrichs have a lot of armour, and they're very good at, sort of, well, it seems to me anyway, they're very good at staving off fires. But I'm going to try nonetheless, firing at the Amagi also. You can notice here, I don't want to say I'm damage whoring, I am slightly, but I'm switching targets a lot, which means I can set more of them on fire at once, and the more I set on fire at once, the more damage I'll do over time. I set the Amagi on fire again. Of course, so you always try and finish targets if I can. Killing targets is what it's all about, but if you can set a good fire or you haven't got any viable targets to try and annihilate, then setting battleships on fire is always a worthwhile hobby for the good cruiser captain. If you keep the enemy battleships on fire, then you'll generally keep them back. You'll keep them at bay. They don't want to push if they're constantly getting set on fire because it's a pain in the arse. Now we've lost another destroyer, unfortunately, and the enemy are pushing pretty hard into B, so they actually look like they're going to cap it now. I see this lovely smoke cloud in front of me, and I just think, well, no one else is using it, so maybe I'd better get in this bad boy and start screwing some stuff up. The ships in B are giving me some pretty good broadsides right now, and on top of that, I can start burning them down. Unfortunately for me, no one appears to be spotting right now. The poor Atago next to me gets eviscerated by torpedoes through the smoke cloud. A shame for him, because they were spotted before they got through the smoke cloud. I mean, I saw them coming in from the left, so I slowed down. He, I guess, was concentrating too hard on something else. Maybe he was stationary, couldn't move. So unfortunately for him, he gets annihilated. I've set another fire on the turpits there, so I'm up to 12 fires now. So, firing at both the battleships in unison, trying to get more fires on the turpits, and trying to score some fires on the Grosser. Now, I'm firing armour piercing at the turpits, because a broadside target like that, it should be nice and easy to hit, and also, Des Moines armour piercing is fantastic, especially on broadside targets. So I'm already up to just shy of 109,000 damage, and there's a double fire on the Friedrich de Grosser there, which he damage on straight away, which is wise. So I'm now spamming the hell out of him, because I know if I set him on fire again, he's going to keep that, and he can't get rid of it. A nice classic tactic, try and keep an eye on enemy battleships that have used their repair consumable, because setting them on fire straight away is great. And with the new changes to the game, there's a kill steal there, with the new changes to the game, it's worth noting that battleship repairs are going to take a lot longer these days. There's going to be a longer cooldown between when they can use their repairs. So effectively, once you set them on fire now, they're going to burn for a lot longer, and that is a big, it's almost a nerf to battleships there. It's very dangerous for them, and I obliterate the Bismarck. You see the armor piercing there doing its work. So battleships are going to struggle in the near future when the new skill tree comes out. I believe it's coming out with that. There's going to be some changes to the premium consumables, so they're going to take a lot longer to repair. Now runes are unbelievably difficult to Citadel, but with the Des Moines in this position here, bang, 2 Citadels and I knock out his engine. So you can see I'm really screwing him up. He is clearly struggling, another 2 Citadels, and again I say a kill steal, but someone nails him. Unfortunately I don't get the kill. However, you can see how quickly a broadside target gets obliterated by the Des Moines. It's very, very good, and a lot of cruisers do the same thing. Des Moines is sort of famous for it. American armor piercing has this wonderful trait, and I'm doing 7,000 to the Tirpitz there. I'm up to 174,000 damage, and I get the high caliber already. And we're only, I say only, 10 minutes into the game. That's not a bad effort. I think I'm doing relatively well. Again, the enemy team has the advantage on caps here, so they have most of the cap circle. We're sort of hugging the island in the centre, as you can see. There's one loose cruiser to the northwest, not sure what he's doing, Confederate, but yeah, we have this under control. We're ahead by 1 kill, but the enemy have the caps. Unfortunately for this Tirpitz though, he's going down. He's getting focused hard. I'm going to try and set him on fire, so I've set him on fire in 2 places now. I believe he's probably repaired by the looks of things because he's continuing to burn. So unfortunately for him, he's definitely going to sink, and then that's going to put us ahead another kill. 3 fires on the Tirpitz now, 18 in total for me, which is a damn good haul for a game. And he's put it out. Unfortunately I can't fire over the rocks, I just derp my shells straight into the side of the island there, because everyone hates islands. I leave it knowing someone's going to kill him. He's only got 200 health. It's a shame it couldn't be me, but he's dead. Plus. So the team is up, and we're just ahead on points. However, again, the enemy team have still got the cap advantage, so they're going to keep increasing points a lot faster than we are. So, yeah, it's going to be one of these games that's very close. These are actually my favourite kind of games, because there's no definitive win coming on. When a team goes in and snatches 3 caps straight away, and the enemy team doesn't seem to want to do anything about it, the game's over in... I've seen a game last 5 minutes, me personally, and that's just ridiculous. It's just, you know, you can't get any damage done, even if you're on the winning team. The enemy team just can't do anything and usually get slaughtered. Friedrich goes there. I decide to nail him before he gets around the corner. I believe he's probably not used his repair, so he's going to be able to fix himself up when he gets around there and put the fires out, which, looking at the damage count there, he has, so he's stopped burning now. Whew, action-packed. Friedrich gets a couple of decent shots off. I get very lucky there, because the Des Moines is very, very weak, as I say, and it's easy to hit nastily in Citadel. So if I'd have taken an unlucky hit there, I'd have, what, a quarter health left, and that's it. The Des Moines, not a bad health pool at all, but it's certainly better than the Zao, so I'm firing at there. But it's not enough to favourably sit there and just take hits, certainly not from battleships. So the Zao, I'm going to do to the Zao what Zaos normally do to everyone else. I'm going to spam HEM and I'm going to burn the sucker, because I want to get rid of him. I'm keeping an eye on the torpedoes there, because I don't know if there's going to be another spread. I'm spreading my rounds out there, my patented ripple fire technique, just to spread them out so that 1 or 2 will definitely hit him every salvo, and that's the key. So that's only 1 hit, but it's 500 damage. He's taking hits and he's freaking out, and hopefully eventually 1 will land and kill him, if someone else doesn't get him first. And bang, so I get the Zao. Luckily for me, Friedrich's not focusing on me, because if he was, I would probably have been wrecked. Uloy pops up out of nowhere, he pops smoke, I've got my rounds away, I've spread them out again, so bang, he gets nailed as well. Nice and quick. That's 2 quick kills. Not quick enough for a double strike obviously, but I try and get some away at the Grosser. 6 of them smash into the island, because again, who likes islands? And I get a couple of rounds on him. Unfortunately no fires, but I'm now up to 211,000 damage, which is a decent haul. 19 fires. it was a pretty close game, but now we're snatching up B. We've got 6 ships left, they've only got 2. Their Friedrich's not in the best position to sort of smash anything up. Amagi Bowon is pretty damn tanky. Friedrich, again, a very tanky ship, but you know, he's now got me, a Des Moines firing at him. There's another cruiser behind me that wants to engage, and obviously the Amagi drawing his attention, so with that many people firing at him, you know, you can only hold out so long, and a target like a Friedrich, it's nice and easy to hit. So there you go, there's a fire. He's getting hit by armor piercing rounds and HE now, so he's struggling. He's put out the fire, fair play. He hasn't got much health left, so he's got to try and conserve what he can. Now he can just do as much damage as he can. I think he knows he's dead, and he's just got to try and get away and slam. The Amagi absolutely decimates him there. I don't know if the Friedrich tried to turn in or whether the Amagi got a lucky hit, but fair play to him, he wrecked him. So the last ship left is the Ibuki, and I'm going to cut to a later scene because effectively the next 3 minutes is just me chasing. It's just worth mentioning the audacity of this Ibuki. He runs away, our timer and caps are clicking up because we've got all 3, and the damn bastard doesn't want to die, so the game ends. And unfortunately we didn't kill him, but you know, I got some extra damage done, so let's see the post-game results. And would you just look at those medals and ribbons. 4 pretty heroic ones, so we have Confederate, we have Witherer for doing 60,000 fire damage, we have Dreadnought there, and we have High Caliber. 230,000 damage done, 256 hits, 3 kills, 21 fires and 4 citadels. That's a pretty big game. I came top of the team with 2,678 base experience, which is pretty damn good. A lot of the enemy team got over 1,000, so they did well. And a lot of our team scored well over 1,400, so that's pretty good as well. There's the damage I got to individual ships. You can see the fire damage there, 63,000, so only just a Witherer, surprisingly, considering my 21 fires. Lots of damage there to battleships. Next screen, credits and XP. I've got the premium camo and all the flags on this bad boy, so 549,000 credits, 12,000 XP, there must have been a double on, and 27,000 commander XP for Steven Seagull. As always, some quick lessons learned. So number 1, patience. Use the force. Think. Back to the dark side. Use your anger. Good. Everything is proceeding how I have foreseen. Oh, sorry. But seriously, you saw there I got a little bit gun-ho, and I started pushing into B at one point. I turned to one side to try and save myself, and I got wrecked. That could have gone very, very badly with RNG / more people firing at me, so I got lucky there. So be patient, don't just push in because you think you can. Assess the situation. Armor piercing, I'm never going to emphasize this enough. I'm going to keep emphasizing it every game that I can do it. Armor piercing is amazing, and when you can use it, certainly in cruisers, you will catch people out. You saw that rune. 2 salvos, he was practically gone from almost full health. Just bang, bang, and you saw in the Des Moines there with a 5/6 second reload. It's all over very quickly. Armor piercing is wonderful. Number 3, dem flags and camos. At the end there, this is a new point I've brought up, but you saw I had a lot of base XP, a lot of other things, commander XP, etc, etc. Use the camos and flags you can get to your advantage. Maybe save them up, it depends how you want to use it, but use it to get your commanders and things skilled up. In this case I had a premium camo, I had all the flags I could think of, particularly dragon flags, and if you can just save those up, use them all at once on a good weekend where you have ×2, ×3 for example, you get massive XP rises, and that's what you need. And finally, know your ship. As you saw there, I know the weaknesses of the Des Moines. It's got terrible armour, and you must know this, otherwise it can go horribly wrong quite quickly. So always keep in mind how your ship works and try and adapt to your ship. Play it how you want, but adapt to it at the same time. So, I've been Hadders. It's been great playing with you all again. I hope that 2017 is a good year, and hopefully I will see you all on the Ocean's Blue.